the podcast.
Whoa.
Today we're going to talk about a hot topic.
Flamboyant movements.
With the
Just let him say the intro.
that hot topic is brain chips.
Yeah!
Entertainment.
Entertainment!
Energy is just bouncing off the
If
wall.
you could be in the room right now, the energy is insane. Bobby won't shut up. He's bouncing out the walls. He probably smoked something before he came in. So today we're talking about brain chips and the morality of them. So first off, we're going to have Bobby give us a quick explanation of what brain chips are. Because he's done his research.
So, brain chips. Chips in the brain
I knew you were gonna say that.
that do stuff to the brain.
That is not it at all. Brain, what's your explanation of brain chips? Do you actually know what they are?
I don't know much about them. I know that they're things that you get put into your head that, like,
How do they get put into your head?
surgically.
How do you eat them?
I don't know.
Do you know
We're
about
not talking
brain
about
chips?
Neuralink, we're talking about Calvin's new food.
Yeah.
They're called
Brain-
brain
they've
chips.
got,
They're
like,
smart chips.
They got nutrients and stuff
It's
in
like
there.
paint chips, but it's good for you.
Up on my camera.
Dylan, what are your
Opinions?
no? What do you know what brain chips
I love
are?
this format of Calvin asking us all what this thing is before he tells us what it actually is.
Brain chips.
We're gonna do an hour.
Elon Musk. Salsa. Guacamole.
Wrong.
Yum.
The
So
brain-
brain chips is a new food I've invented. They're like Lay's chips, but they're healthy for you.
I
because you
literally
eat
said
them,
that 5
but
seconds
they
ago.
give you brain energy. But you didn't explain my product well
Brain
enough.
energy. How's that different than
Brain
regular
energy. Well, you know how your brain runs on electrical currents? It shocks you.
It's like electrolytes.
No, it's not electrolytes. It's like metal. It's like when you look at battery. It's like eating battery. Brain chips. It adds that straight into
We
your
all lick
head.
batteries as a video.
That's a horrible idea. Have you?
Start looking bigger.
Alright, wait.
for your
Has
battery.
anyone here ever licked a battery?
No.
No.
You have.
You guys never looked at batteries?
You licked a battery,
You're kidding, right?
Not recently.
but you
How
have.
was
Oh,
it?
so many times. Well,
Really?
first you think it just tastes like metal, and then you're like, oh, that's shocking, isn't it? No. You've never licked a battery.
No.
You haven't. Are you kidding
Oh
me?
my gosh. I guess now
You're missing out.
Okay, you know what is depressing about this? Is that so we were like 7, 9
Not that old.
before, and we watched some science video, and they said something about that, and we were all like, oh, we've never done that. Why did people let their kids do that? You did that after we watched that video.
No,
It was
I
a
didn't.
mom talking about how she finds it funny when her kids lick batteries.
And we all found that crazy. You did it after that video.
No, I didn't.
You had full knowledge of what you were doing.
I did not. I licked batteries.
Makes
when
it
I
a
was
mortal
like 5.
sin.
No, it does.
He knew. I know what this is gonna do to me, but I just
never licked a battery.
How have you?
That's weirder than.
So
licking
now,
a
like when we're
battery.
ranking people on intelligence here, you just put yourself.
That
low.
was like 10 years ago.
He was a
See,
dumb
none of our-
10-year-old.
We were smart 10-year-olds, not
5-year-old. I
I
mean.
wasn't a 10-year-old. I was like 5.
I've
5-year-old.
licked many things, but
Oh my god.
a battery is not one of them.
Okay, so what brain chips really are? It's something that gets put in your head, attached to your spine, kind of.
Surgically.
Surgically.
I was right.
I'm not sure if you're right.
I said
You
surgically.
didn't explain enough. But what they will do basically is they can give you like access to the internet in your skull, and they can help like if you're disabled, it can help you like if you have an issue with like your spine, it can help you walk again and stuff
What
like
if you
that.
Give me a second. My reception sucks.
What if you're just dumb? Can it fix that?
I think they can.
Could they put?
From that explanation I just gave you guys, what is your overall thoughts?
You're looking at me, so I think it's my turn to talk.
Quite the observation.
If it actually interferes with, well, not interferes, but if it actually adds to your brain's knowledge or.
What did you just? Are you yawning?
I'm making faces.
This is what we're doing.
This is how we make it more entertaining.
Alright.
I feel like it actually adds to your intelligence.
Stop. Just
Stop
keep
making
talking.
faces.
Alright.
It,
Who can hold the breath the longest?
come on. Come on.
Alright, come on, go.
I feel like if it adds to your intelligence, and your brain and how you. So stupid. It's gonna be a good video.
Come on, talk.
Just
You
keep
said
going.
that the last time.
You're okay.
I feel like if it adds to your brain and what you can, like, if you have access to the internet, I feel like that is probably morally wrong, as you're changing you're kind of adding to to God's creation. When you think about it, you're altering it, you're adding. You
Can't do it at all.
Continue talking.
It's like a cult. I feel like that's kind of morally wrong because you're changing God's creation, right? And I don't think that's right. Like, what?
Then how do you feel about like when people have problems with like their joints and stuff, and they put screws in your bones to help them?
That's fine.
How
That's
is that
the
different?
difference.
That
How's that
is
different?
supporting God's creation. You're adding knowledge to your head. That's different.
So you can't read a book.
That's not the same thing.
You can't watch a movie. You can't.
It's different. The
Reading
difference
a-
is you're actually interfering with your head.
Yeah, reading
You're
a book, watching a
physically-
movie is learning.
You're physically changing your brain.
You're adding it without learning. You're just surgically putting stuff in your head.
So wait, does it work like you could reference things, or is it like that
It's
becomes
not-
your thought?
That's not real yet, so it's not a thing yet.
It's all
son.
theory.
But like
It's all
in theory,
theoretical.
is it like, oh, I can reference the internet, or is it like
How would
the
you?
internet is in my brain?
How would you?
I think it would be the internet's in your brain. So like if someone says what's
Wouldn't that, like,
10 times 9 divided by 10 plus 1
like,
minus
wait, give me a
12, you just know it.
So
I
I
think-
think go insane knowing that much stuff. You're not designed to know.
I'm really not sure how it works.
It makes no.
They don't know how it works yet because it's not actually in someone's brain. I think they get first used for disabled people who have something wrong with their spine or something to help them like walk again. Like they have legs in a wheelchair so they don't have to wheel around.
Like, I feel like that's different. I feel like that might be fine.
I think it's definitely moral if it's for someone just so they can have like their leg function.
That's kind of like getting a knee surgery to fix your knee.
Yeah.
You're fixing your spine. You're kind of helping God's creation function opposed to adding to it. What are you?
What would you say the person's really, really, really dumb? Like a brick.
Like a brick?
Like
Well, first of all, a brick doesn't have intelligence. Or the
Exactly.
ability to
That's
read
why he
it.
said like a brick, not a brick.
I don't feel like that's morally correct. That's
God made them dumb.
just
they deserve to
because
be dumb.
he loves them dumb. No, I feel like that's still wrong because you're still changing it. They're not. Well, first of all, you said someone's dumb. It's just that they're not smart. That's definitely not right at all.
politically correct terms.
They're
Not dumb, they're just not smart.
So he's a moron. That's still. I don't think that's right. I think for the same reasons. You're kind of changing that person. You're adding to them. It's not right. I don't think.
All very interesting.
All right. So brain chips seem like it could be a really good technology to help people to really reach the next level of evolution. But it could also be dangerous if the computer has control over your thoughts, and then that could limit your thinking and your free will.
So you're more
which could
worried
be
about
dangerous.
the danger of it.
Yeah, I don't think it's intrinsically wrong. I think that there could be problems with it if it interferes with your ability to reason and
Could control
think as
you.
yeah.
So you don't think it's wrong just to have the whole internet in your head?
I don't know if it's a good idea, but I don't think it's evil.
Because
Really.
Like I don't think I'd do it, but I don't think it'd be like a sin.
How is that different than like genetically modifying babies so they come out how you want them to?
Because you're not modifying the genes, you're just
You're
adding
modifying
something,
your,
something.
You're modifying your
yourself.
brain.
You're completely changing your brain. You're adding this whole huge thing to it.
it's
That's
not huge.
But you're
if you
adding,
go in your-
you're not changing, right? It's different.
It's like if they had a third arm to you, think that'd be morally fine.
well, that's
Morally, I think yeah.
So
but
like
I don't know if
cyborg
we want
type-
it.
cyborg
third arm.
type stuff where like if a robotic leg is better than a regular leg, do you think it's fine to have your legs chopped off and replaced?
but you're not chopping off your brain.
You're
You're just adding something to your brain.
you're
So it's like if you're
upgrading your brain.
yeah,
Like
that's
upgrade
okay.
you're upgrading
You
your
can
legs.
upgrade.
You think that's fine?
Yeah.
Your example is you're upgrading your legs by chopping them
Right,
off.
yeah. So in this situation, though, you're not chopping your brain off. You're just implanting something.
But you're still changing God's creation.
That'd be like wearing glasses.
It's
Like,
wearing glasses.
I can still see without my glasses, but I put on the glasses and I can actually see.
I can verify he can see.
Right? Because I could see. I just can't read or see anything
How many
past
fingers
like
am I holding up?
4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6.
So we're gonna now modify Bobby and see how good you can play this game.
Upgrade.
5, 0.
No, there's still 5 fingers I'm holding up.
No, it's
These fingers are down.
You're
these
wrong,
5
Calvin.
are
It's
up.
4 fingers and a thumb.
Oh,
We got you
aren't
all.
you clever?
I have to say that every time.
But
It's not funny.
it's the same thing,
It's different.
kind of. Not really, but it's closer than chopping your legs off.
Yeah, that was a stupid example.
No, it's not that different.
No,
Then
it's not-
chopping your
I
legs
see
off.
it as you're upgrading your legs, you're upgrading your brain.
You
That's
got
how
But
But
it
you're
is.
losing something
You're
for your legs.
losing
You have to cut
something.
the legs
You're
off.
not really
you have
losing
to mutilate
something.
yourself.
What you're getting is the same thing,
You're
but better.
mutilating your legs by
You're
cutting
not
them off.
mutilating your brain.
That is a really bad example
I
for
see it
you.
as the same.
Okay.
It's not the same.
That's why
I
you're
see it as
wrong.
Similar.
Brain-
more similar than
brain,
glasses.
You have the right to your opinion, but you were wrong.
I'm right. Putting
No, you're wrong. No, I'm right. No, I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
What content?
Okay, democracy. Is Brain's example bad?
You don't think it's bad?
Is Brain's example good?
Is it better than the glasses one?
The glasses example,
Is it
even though
more-
I'm against the glasses example, it's better than chopping off.
All right, what's
the
wrong with the
Glasses
glasses example?
is kind of similar.
The glasses example is similar,
It's just less
except
extreme.
it's just you're just seeing something on your face. This one, it's something
It's-
you can't
okay,
do
so
to
it's the
yourself.
It's
irreversible.
making it
Yeah.
work.
So it's like latex eye surgery.
Well, that's different though, because
That's
that's
making
fixing.
it work. It's not.
Well,
making
you could
it
say your
better.
brain is dumb and you're fixing it by making you smart.
It's not fixing it though, because the
Why
brain.
not?
was made dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, what if my eyes are made bad? Should I not
See
fix
that?
it?
But it's
Should I
something.
just set
but,
this?
but you're making it to be like other people's.
What do you mean?
If your eyes are bad, they're not like Brain's eyes, which are good.
It's a different
Why can't
function.
it be better?
It's a different function than your
Why
brain.
wouldn't you want your eyes to be better? Like, would it be wrong to have surgery on your eyes to make them better than average?
It doesn't alter your being though.
No, but it doesn't alter your being. Yeah, it's still
Ooh.
said.
It alters a function. I guess that's where the legs suck.
Okay, so
Although
it's
being
function.
able,
Your
to
leg
see,
example
being
sucks.
able to see the internet though does not change who you are though. It's
Well,
just
that's
like
where the problem would be. Like, if you could just reference it, I think there's no more problem. But if it's in your brain affecting, like, if it's controlling you, then that's when it becomes a problem.
well, yeah, referencing it isn't. Well,
Kill Bobby.
All right.
I feel like it's still wrong to do it.
How?
It just doesn't feel right to surgically.
Brilliant argument.
To surgically
Oh.
put knowledge in your head just does not feel morally acceptable. In terms of, well, no, that's not what that is. All right.
Yep. So Bobby, using your thing as you're just adding to it, do you think it's wrong to grow babies in petri dishes?
Yeah, because there has to be the sacredness of marriage and all that.
So you don't think your brain's sacred, the way it is?
I think it can be improved.
But
Like babies.
but
could
we
be
go back to
improved.
Dylan's example of genetically modifying babies. They can be improved at birth.
I don't know.
My baby could.
It's
be
like-
I
born
don't
with a
have
whole head
any
of hair.
argument against that, right? I know it's wrong, but I don't know why it's wrong.
So you're just blindly following.
Yeah, I guess so.
No, the argument against genetically modifying babies is the same for brain chips. It's wrong in the church to genetically modify things
To change.
Okay, but explain it though.
because you're changing it from how God created it.
You're altering its
Okay,
genetic
but-
code.
Sure, but that's genes, and your knowledge is something that you've created, that God created, so it could grow and you could learn and become closer to Him.
Did He intend for you to put stuff in your head to make you smarter?
Well, He's the one who made us invent it.
He gave us free will.
He gave us free
didn't
will to
make
invent
us
it.
invent anything. Yeah, he made.
Okay, but
we
he
invent
gave-
all sorts of terrible things.
I don't know. Okay, fair enough, but like,
Like the car with the spike in the steering wheel. Those are awesome.
I mean, come on.
I don't see.
I think God should have intervened on that one.
yeah. That,
Wait, what?
there's a car with like a spike where the horn is. on the steering wheel because it looks cool.
It
What?
seems really
Back in the day,
dumb.
before they had car safety
Yeah,
standards.
because then you have to slam on your brakes, your hand smashes against the steering wheel.
I was thinking your head.
Yeah.
I want one of those.
You only live once.
You
it
put
looks
like
cool.
you put like a little cushion on it.
You only
So
live
nice.
once and not
Like,
for very long.
You put a marshmallow on the tip, miss. It's all good.
Yeah, your head definitely won't push
Why's
the
he got a
marshmallow.
marshmallow in his brain?
I'm not sure where that got there.
So, do you guys think it's safe? Would be safe? Do you think? if
No,
they
of
do
course
it-
it's not going to be safe.
Could-
It's brain surgery.
I'll be the first one.
It's brain. There's probably
They
going to kill like half the
successfully-
people that do it.
They successfully do the surgery. Okay. Like 5 years from now, do you think you'd still be fine with it?
I wouldn't take it.
No, but if you did it,
I mean, I don't think it would be safe. It's in your brain. Like,
I don't
think it would ever be. I don't think it'd be wrong, but I don't think it's a good idea.
I don't think it's a
Right.
necessary risk to go into surgery just to be able to access the internet. When I could access the internet just taking 5 seconds more. on
is
my
it
phone.
immoral
Uh,
for them to put someone through the risk if they just want it for smartness? Like if they're
No.
doing it to
If you know the risk and you consent to it, there's no problem.
It's like any surgery. It's like you know how long
Don't
you'll live
understand.
without it. You
that's
know
your same
your chance of
argument for
surviving.
playing Russian roulette.
What?
We're gonna
I
bring
think
that
you
up.
should play Russian roulette.
You said it would be. You said you'd do it for $1 million.
I would.
Okay.
Okay, this is the first more argument with me. Just discredit everything you said.
How?
You do Russian roulette.
20 rupees?
So you think it's wrong to put someone through an unnecessary risk? So
Hold
let's.
on. Wait. What?
So to put someone through the risk of doing the brain surgery just to be smarter, you think that's right?
Yeah. If they know the risk and they accept it,
So you think as
They
a
have free
Catholic you
choice.
could do that? Like if it's a 50% risk,
For
you
sure.
think you could do that? You don't think you'd go to hell for doing it just for
Wait,
the hell of it?
If you were the surgeon or if you were the patient?
the patient.
Patient. Okay.
I don't think so. I think. If,
But you're doing it purely to get gain. It's purely for gain. Like you'd be fine without it.
But do you understand how big of a benefit that could be?
It would
5
be.
seconds of time.
What will it be a benefit for? How would that benefit God? You getting a brain chip so you can
You're getting
think
You
Your
get
phone in your
smarter. You have the whole scriptures all in your brain easily.
Oh,
that's what you're gonna be
God, I
accessing.
got it for the scriptures.
You got
So then when somebody
Aquinas,
asks you for a Bible quote,
you
you're
got
able to find it
everybody-
real
yeah, you're like-
quick.
No one will ask you for a Bible quote because we'll all know it.
you will know almost anything.
Which
You
is
have
part of the
every
issue. You're
book
playing
instantly.
God. If you
Playing
know
God.
everything, you're playing
You
God.
wouldn't know anything. You know everything.
You should
You
strive to
everything
know
that
as
the
much as you
internet
can.
The internet has pretty much everything.
knows. Well, you don't understand something.
You wouldn't understand everything, but you would know everything.
Like how God creates things, you'd never be able to understand on the internet. That kind
You
of.
never be able to understand.
Well, it depends on if
anywhere.
you can just access it. You know, because
And it's not like you know it. It's just you could access it, right?
Well,
It's
yeah.
not like it's in plain. It's like you could reference it if you need.
Well, like if it's just purely that you can reference it, yes. But like if it puts things in your head, like the math example, like brain gives a big math equation, you just know it.
Bang. But that's different than
But that you'd
that's
say.
simple calculation.
But would you say that's morally wrong?
No.
Just so you.
Then it's all there constantly.
Then it's all there constantly. Then.
Okay,
That
but hold
will
on. I think
change
math
you
is-
immensely.
But that will.
Math
that's
is
an
a
ex-
lot different than like knowing all of history.
Well, but
Right.
it would be the same thing. If you,
You
could
know
do
it
a
all.
math
You know
calculation
both of those
instantly,
things.
it would
Similar.
escalate into knowing more things.
But there's
instantly.
no way of filtering all that, right? Because there's so many contradictory things
Well, it'd be like if I tell you what's 2 plus 2,
for.
it would be like that.
Okay, but
So like someone asked you, when did Napoleon invade Russia? You just know it.
But the internet is not just facts, right? And there's no easy
Well,
way to
the prob-
filter out all the facts from all the either it's 50-50 or there's conflicting.
Well, that would
facts, so
depend on
there's
how
no
it works
way.
with what you're getting in your
Yeah,
head.
but there's no way that they could just implant that all because it would all be contradictory and you would just go crazy and die.
Well, like it wouldn't be like all of Google.
Your brain would not work. Like your brain does not have the capacity to hold all of that. You'd literally just die.
You blow up. That's when my brain chips come in that you eat to get electricity in your brain.
it'll re-stimulate your brain.
It's like licking a battery, but in a chip.
Genius.
Oh, right. How are you putting the electricity in the chip?
Huh?
How are you putting the
So the
electricity?
chips are like,
Battery acid.
no, not acid. Can't
It's
say
battery
that.
juice.
You can also lose weight.
Not battery juice. They are great for weight loss.
Every one chip you eat burns through 10 pounds in about 5
Have you ever
minutes.
seen those little shock guns? You know,
Yeah.
you squeeze the trigger and it shocks you. It'd be something like that,
Oh,
but you're eating it.
So you're eating
The
metal?
saliva on your tongue will react to the electricity to shock you.
So
And
you're
it goes
eating
straight,
metal.
goes through your tongue, through your mouth, through your cheeks, to your brain.
Through your cheeks. Aren't your
So you're
cheeks made
eating
of
metal,
Aren't they made of bone and tissue? Which
It'll
are
go
not.
through. How do you feel a shock in
It
your
would
finger?
burn through. It would just go through.
It will work. It's gonna be delicious.
It's gonna be delicious.
It will be delicious.
It's gonna be
And
something.
safe. At the same time.
Huh?
It's stimulating.
Just thinking of your genius idea.
So, with the brain chips, okay? You have a chip in your brain, so you can access it. Like, not just there, but you can access it. That could escalate into now you can put these things on your legs, and you can now move better. Faster.
That's basically what I said.
No, because he's not chopping
no
them off.
No,
That's
you're putting
basically-
something in your legs to do it, or some garbage.
It's the
like
same
that.
exact thing, but you're doing it for physical reason.
Sure.
Okay.
Then you do something for your arms so you can move faster or some garbage.
Okay.
You're eventually not a human,
No.
You're
right?
cyborg.
No,
You're a cyborg. Then.
Okay. What's
You
wrong
think
with that?
cyborgs are
Cyber
moral.
Bobby.
Sure. Why not?
Why? Because you're changing yourself.
It's definitely
That's-
not.
You're
morally
improving
correct.
yourself.
That's
Yeah,
the question,
improving.
though. At what point-
You're improving God's design. Is what you're telling me.
Yeah.
God's design is perfect, Bobby.
Whoa.
Are you
Have
really?
you ever?
Like when
Has
you
anyone ever told you you're perfect? just
you have
the
to
way you are?
work out. You have to go and like.
That's something you
Read
That's
Yeah,
naturally
you have to
expanding
learn
upon what
things.
God's already
But your
given
Your
you.
This
body
is the
is-
same thing.
Your
It's
body
just an
is
extension.
built to do that, to get stronger and work out.
Your body's not built for you to put this piece of metal in
It's
your
not
arm.
like
It's gonna make you super
it's
strong.
not like I'm taking steroids to improve my muscle growth. It's,
Do you think
I'm growing it
steroids are
naturally.
moral?
I don't think they're immoral. I don't think they're good. Like
Are drugs
Steroids
moral?
are
here's
just
the
like
thing.
taking
Here's
drugs.
the thing. Steroids are not good. Like I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't encourage it. But I don't think it's evil.
You
Right?
don't
Same
think
thing
it's
with
sin?
the implants. Right? So I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't have that stuff on my arm. But I wouldn't say it's
So
wrong.
you don't think steroids is a sin?
No.
Ah, how?
It's using chemicals to make you stronger. Like I don't see what's. I don't think it's a
You're
good idea, but I don't
altering
think
how
it's
your
evil.
body is supposed to do something. You're improving it.
You're improving.
But you're also, yeah. I mean,
But then, if you're talking about it like that, you're doing it. Although no, that doesn't work.
depends also why you're doing it, right? Because if you're just doing it for vanity,
If you're
then the
taking
vanity is wrong, right? But it's not wrong in itself. But the reasons why you're doing it is why it's wrong.
It's like
Who-
pot.
Who has ever taken
drugs, just
steroids not
drugs
for
in general.
vanity?
Yeah.
What do you think about us though, then?
You should. It depends on right because you could take certain drugs for medical reasons, but if you're just using it recreationally, then you can't do it. Right.
But you could argue that then about the brain chip just for smartness, couldn't you? You're doing it just to be smarter,
Well,
but you
I
don't
think
need to be
that
smarter.
strength is different because you take drugs
not-
for pleasure, right?
Yeah.
And intelligence is a good in itself. It's not just pleasure. It's something that we actually is good.
But it's not your intelligence; it's other people's intelligence.
You're learning from their intelligence, right?
You're
like
taking
reading a
their
book.
intelligence.
You're taking it
So
quite literally.
that's fine. It's like reading a book. You just have the book in your mind.
Is it like reading a book?
Yeah, the book's in your mind. It's a mind.
It's in
book.
your mind in a different way though, because you can think about it, but you don't know exactly. It's like having everything on the internet memorized. It's like
Work
Like you're
in different
reading
ways.
it? Is it like it's just in?
Yeah, because I was thinking like you're reading it, right?
Because that
That's a lot
should
different.
be fine.
But it won't be your reading; it would be it's just there.
Like your thoughts.
Yeah, because you couldn't like just be like, ooh, you can't really do that.
But I mean, that'd still be fine too.
For
As long as you could tell it apart from your thoughts.
it is your thoughts.
want people in your head, putting technology in your head that influences your thoughts.
No, I wouldn't want it.
But because
Right.
then couldn't they use it then to influence
control
your
you.
thoughts in the way
Absolutely.
they want to?
That's why I would say you shouldn't do it.
Probably
But I don't
do it
think it's
so
wrong.
easily if the technology is there.
Yeah. Make an army.
Oh yeah, and like if you think about the algorithms on social media, it could work in a similar way where it feeds you
Filters
things
you.
depending on,
There.
and that influences your thought unbelievably. And having that in your brain would be so damaging.
Oh my
You would-
gosh, could you use Snapchat from your brain? Your eyes turn into
You would,
cameras.
yeah, you need a camera built in somewhere.
Yeah, just right,
Just right
in your
here.
forehead.
Blink twice, take a screenshot.
How would you take a selfie though?
You'd have.
Wouldn't your
They'd
camera-
all be mirror
It's in your
selfies.
hand.
Your
You have
camera
a
would have
thing
to
in
be
your
in
hand.
your hand.
So you're just like
Blink twice, take a screenshot.
You'd blink twice and then it would take it.
blink 3 times selfie. Bam.
3 times is too much. It probably. Okay, blink one
I
up.
lost track.
It goes boom, bah. Like that.
I saw that as a mnemonic device, like to help you remember things. Blink twice, and then whenever you need to remember it, blink twice, and it'll come back.
I hate all that stuff.
I don't know if that.
It works. It doesn't
does
work all the
work,
time,
That's
but
the
it
last
works to
thing you
some
wanted to
extent.
remember
It
about
ma-
blinking twice.
It was something for a test. It was something for a
Yeah,
test. I
blink
don't know.
twice.
Something about plants.
The
Something
plant class.
It's pretty girl.
What a disappointment. Oh, it's
You
story
remember,
time.
I have to
I'm
talk
not
to her
talking about
after class.
I told
Shut
you
up.
that, right?
Don't scare her off.
Alright.
Okay.
All right, let's talk about something.
What'd you learn in plant class?
Thing. I forgot everything I learned.
This is the problem with
this.
Okay.
The plant class.
See, if
I
you
learned
had
it
it
for
in
the
your head,
test.
you wouldn't need to take plants.
I learned it for the test.
You would know it all.
I didn't want it to. I only took that test because I needed the credits.
So
Kelvin,
sorry.
stop sucking on the tablecloth towards you.
What?
He's sucking the tablecloth towards you.
Yeah,
20
bag
bucks.
of brain chips.
Pretty
no.
expensive snack. I
They're
think.
a bit more. They'd be more like 15.
How many chips do you get for
And
that?
Would you have all that air in it?
They'd be run on a pre-order system, so I ship them all at once.
There you
Then
go.
they disappear.
Yeah.
And all the lawsuits start
Don't
to
want
come
to
in.
reap the consequences.
Once I get 1 million sales,
They're coming.
they get sent out.
Then you
and I'm
disappear
gone.
and die, and then someone else comes along. And that's another great idea.
Brain chips are not a tested food, okay? Because I couldn't
The
put
customers are the testers.
Yes! You get a 10% discount if you sign up as a taste tester. Not taste tester, a
Lab rat?
Because I know the
Oh.
taste is going to be good. Just some salt, some garlic, some sugar. Delicious.
Something else
That
made in
sounds
the
good.
lab.
There's no chemicals in brain
Genetically modified wheat for the chips.
chips. It's all naturally genetically modified.
Green bean paste.
You're telling me it's not all naturally genetically modified.
I mean, that would be naturally genetically modified, I guess. Bean paste.
So, something else along the subject of brain chips.
We're gonna keep the count in.
No, we're not. Something else along the subject of brain chips is why are you doing it? We already did
talked
that.
about this.
Something else along the subject of brain chips is why do they taste so darn good? Well,
Oh, come on!
It's because you've got genetically modified this, genetically modified that,
And paste of this.
and paste of beans.
Okay. So, something else along the topic of
Oh,
brain chips.
I got it.
Oh.
So, what do you think the implications would be of communication potential with the brain chips?
You could do Zoom calls. In
Like,
my head.
you could talk to other people's brains, and you could also, like, TV on, bang, music, bang, door opens.
And you think that's
Everything
moral.
in the brain. I mean, that would be cool. That would be awesome.
Not
If
very
they built
moral.
that in so everything was connected.
That's what
Why wouldn't that be
opens
more?
like.
That would obviously be it. It would be like putting this in your head. See? Do you get the idea yet?
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
It's not you.
Already given.
It's still
It's
not
an
you.
extension.
It's an
We
extension.
already
You're
talked
using
about
it to
I
that, though.
control
see-
things. That doesn't mean it's bad.
That doesn't have.
That's
that
like
makes
if
it
you
only
carry
better.
around a universal remote control that just does everything. If you just
Oh,
carry it.
like the movie Click.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome movie.
That movie
not
was
seen
okay.
that movie.
You've not seen
No,
it.
you
Adam
haven't.
You
Sandler.
need to watch it. That's your homework.
Homework.
I'm not
To
Watch
watching
it.
learn about
I don't
brain
have time
chips,
for
you have to
movies.
watch this Adam
I'm not
Sandler
watching movie.
You will watch the movie.
Nothing but money. No sleep. No rest.
That's healthy.
He needs brain chips.
Next, you're gonna be saying how tired you are.
I am very.
You know, I need to stop thinking about money so much.
Yeah, it's really bad for me. But money! Need money.
Business is money in.
Could the brain chips take that out of your head?
believe.
think
just
they own it.
removing parts of Bobby.
That
to
could be
make him
cool.
more
Like they could filter your thoughts in a
We'll
sense,
change
which would be
Bobby.
so bad.
Let me check out my filters.
That's
I have on.
That's how
Like
you get
the
your
do not-
3 different Bobbies. We'll
The do not
make
dis-
custom
Oh yeah, like you know
ones.
how there's the filters on like the do not disturb. There's the
Yeah.
work one. It'd be like that for. So
Well-
it's like only think happy thought. You could set it so you only think happy thoughts.
That's like marijuana.
Whoa, man, that would really be. That's immoral. That would be immoral.
We would have a bunch of different ones with like a briefcase, and you'd have a port in the back of your head. You're
You're
like, come on,
Yeah.
we need Happy Bobby.
this one brain chip just keeps giving you dopamine after dopamine hit. It's
Okay,
just amazing.
Time to put
You just
business
die
Bobby.
though.
You would just die, but it would be worth it.
It'd be awesome. if you
It'd
die.
be the best 2 minutes of your life.
It would last longer than 2 minutes.
Okay, if it was, yeah, whatever.
But I mean, you could do that because you could stimulate different areas of the brain and do all sorts.
I think it's one area of the brain they're putting it in.
But
What if you had multiple
later in
chips?
time, though,
Mm-hmm.
you could do like a. You could also have it so you just pass out.
Go to sleep.
You can have it so you grow,
Oh my god.
like you
No.
build muscle.
So this is like steroids.
It could
We have
be.
marijuana.
Your brain does that all that
Steroids.
stuff.
What other drugs can we get in here?
You could,
Well, we
put-
got the NyQuil.
you could
with
literally
the
do
sleep.
everything.
NyQuil.
You could literally do anything if you have all the brain.
Anything that's moral. Being
Yeah.
able to do anything.
That would be
Kind
crazy.
of like your own. God.
Oh my god.
You can do
you
whatever
can't
you
create things from scratch, though.
Just wait.
You'll
3D
have
printing.
YouTube in your head. You can do anything.
Hey, wait, let me
with
try.
YouTube.
Oh my gosh.
We're gonna edit that out.
That would be crazy.
You'll put something there. Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be like a frog. Like, whoa, there's a frog!
Or Bobby's.
Oh!
Bobby just disappears. It worked.
Dylan's wildest dreams just came true.
How much longer?
So, to sum up this here podcast, Bobby thinks brain chips are moral. Literally, everyone else thinks they're immoral.
Which means he's wrong.
Bobby has the right to his
You're
opinion,
all the same
but
opinions
he is
on
wrong.
everything.
Not everything.
Okay, what? Have
Go
you
back to our
do?
previous podcast, and we've different opinions.
Okay.
Goodbye!
Bye.